All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
We're the brothers from the GMS Atlanta camp. I'm going to start out by giving all glory and infinite praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to our apostles and the elders at Great Millstone that taught us this truth, that teach us this truth, and that continue to rule well. Salutations to the Akim throughout the four corners that are putting their life on the line week in and week out, in season, out of season, to prophesy the gospel of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, to make their calling and election sure. And salutations to the few sisters, Aqua, that actually do subscribe to this truth and faith in this sincerity, all charity and subjection, man, because that is the key. All right, we just wanted to come real quick through the spirit, man, and do a lesson on Esau versus the rebellious city, man, and that being Jake, because we see the prophecies is playing out on a major scale at this point. It's prophecies are popping off left and right, but the most major prophecy that's coming to pass now is the fact that Esau is starting to persecute the men of the Lord, man, and that the famine of the word is ever approaching. But with it, Esau has very crafty tactics or whatever in which he uses to demonize the men, because this ain't nothing new, him coming at the prophets and him slandering the men or whatever and painting them in a bad light, because you got Nero that set the city of Rome on fire or whatever and blamed it on the Christians, and it wasn't you smooth Gerber baby shave face Edomites, man, so-called white people. It wasn't you, it was us, man. It was the Israelites, man. Wow. The so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, man, Seminole Indian. It was us. It was our people, man. We just gonna hit some scripts and prove that because Esau can't get in on this building. Because if we was teaching the if all the Israelites taught the understanding or the teachings that Esau could make it, or we compromised Yahweh Shai and told a lie, or whatever, like these dudes over there at GOCC does, or whatever, Esau wouldn't have no problem, man. He wouldn't have a problem with us being out there teaching anything. Of course, the whole doctrine would be ass backwards, of course. But at the same time, Esau wouldn't have a problem with it. But because he has no partaking in this kingdom to come, and he has no he's not in on the benefits of the blessings that we shall receive in the coming future. And he wants to hinder this, man. He wants to stop us on the whole, man. He wants to nip this in the bud and just get Jacob out of here. Because this ain't the first time he's came against the men of the Lord and wanted to put us to death, man. Because this is just the beginning, man. You can start off in Ezra.
This is First Ezra chapter 5 and verse 66. It says, "Wherefore, when the enemies of the tribe of Judah and Benjamin heard it, they came to know what that noise of trumpet should mean."
It said the enemies of Judah and Benjamin, man, the so-called southern tribe, man, which are you Negroes, you so-called Jamaicans, and you Haitians, man, which is the tribe of Levi. But of course, you had the other tribes still over in the land too. It wasn't like they went unmissing. But majority of the northern kingdom was over here, on this side of the earth. You can continue.
Verse 67. "And they perceived that they that were of the captivity did build the temple unto the Lord power of Israel."
So they started to catch wind that, hey man, it's people building over there in Jerusalem. And what's going on now? What do they perceive? They see the so-called Negro, which is the tribe of Judah, raise up first and foremost, because it was written, it was prophecy or whatever. That it's people out there dark skinned. They talking about the Israelites. Well, what's up with that? Okay, continue.
It says verse 68. "So they went to Zerubbabel and Yahweh Shai, and to the chief of the families."
So they went to the top men.
It said unto them, "We will build together with you. For we likewise, as ye do, obey your Lord, and do sacrifice unto him from the days of Asbazareth, the king of the Assyrians, who brought us hither." Then Zerubbabel and Yahweh Shai and the chief of families of Israel said unto them, "It is not for us and you to build together, and house unto the Lord our power.
Yeah, so the Zerubbabel and the top men said, nah, man, it ain't for us and you to build this together. Like, we're mortal enemies. What the hell is you talking about? We should be building together. This is my power. When I was getting my ass handed to me in the wilderness, when I was going through the hills, you were nowhere to be found. When I received that covenant, you people were nowhere to be found. What were you people when I was up under the Egyptians? You were nowhere to be found. Only Yahweh Hashem was shot. So y'all ain't got nothing to do with the building of this temple, man.
That's like certain people not willing to put in the work to get to the championship, but when the championship come, they want to be the first one to hold their trophy. Yeah, come on. It don't work like that, man. If I could, I'll read it over in Ezra's for you Old Testament niggas, man. This is Ezra chapter 4, verse 3. It says, but Zerubbabel and Joshua and the rest of the chief of the fathers of Israel said unto them, you have nothing to do with us. So you ain't got nothing to do with this. What is you talking about? Yeah. You have nothing to do with us to build an house unto our power, but we ourselves together will build unto Yahweh power of Israel as King Cyrus, King Cyrus, the king of Persia, have commanded us. So we told them, man, even back then, hey, man, y'all ain't got nothing to do with this. Hey, it'll be the so-called Negro, the so-called Latino, and Native American and Seminole Indians. That's who should build with us, because you people trying to make this a thing of color, man. Yeah. This ain't a thing of color. Hey, you can look like a so-called white man. If your lineage goes back unto an Israelite, hey, you can come build, man. Damn. Because we're in a time of building, and it's all, hey, man, the foundation is damn near laid, man. That's right. Yahweh Shai finna come and do the rest of the work. We just had to do but this little, man. Damn. So you got it. This is verse 70. It says, then Zerubbabel and Yahweh Shai and the chief of the families of Israel said unto them, it is not for us and you to build together an house unto the Lord our power. We ourselves alone will build unto the Lord of Israel, according as Cyrus the king of the Persians hath commanded us. But the heathen of the land, lying heavy upon the inhabitants of Judea and holding them straight, hindered their building. And that's what these they're trying to do now by vilifying us in the media outlets, on social media sites, on these online newspapers, and certain articles or whatever. They want to do documentaries on us and everything now. Yeah, trying to stop the truth. Yeah, and we tell you people, hey, we have nothing to do with these other Israelite camps. We say all the time. We say we're not black Hebrew Israelites. They still push that narrative out. We say we're not associated with men. The GMS not associated with any other camp. They still group us as a whole black Hebrew Israelite thing. Hey man, this thing, that's how Esau does, man. They show and push out what they want to. They don't push out the entire truth, man. Because they want to stop it, because they know what judgment they got, man. They know Esau knows what's going to happen. But they still, being the devil that they are, they still gonna try to stop it by any means necessary. You can continue. It says, verse 73, and by their secret plots and popular persuasions and commotions. It says by their secret plots and their popular persuasions. Which verse is that? 73. 73. Let me get to it. It says, read it back one more time, Baba Bouchard. It says, and by their secret plots and popular persuasions and commotions, they hindered the finishing of the building all the time that King Cyrus lived. It says by their secret plots and popular persuasions. So what are those secret plots, man? They actually putting certain legislations into play. The Rex 84, the King Alfred plan, even James Hymn 15 is a part of it, if I'm not mistaken. But at the end of the day, those are those secret plots, man, to hinder the building. Let's lump them in with the Muslims.
Let's get them on the terroristics. Let's make them. Let's put them in the light of being domestic terrorists. They're just like the ISIS, hate group, black nationalists. Let's vilify let's associate them with the Ku Klux Klan. When the Ku Klux Klan has actually killed people, ain't no Israelites killed anybody, man.
Damn.
The men of GMS you don't have record of men of GMS doing anything to anyone, man. So those are just popular persuasions and secret plots, man. It says in commotions, what you gonna get agent provocateurs, men that try to infiltrate the camps and then do certain carnal things, and then all of a sudden he's nowhere to be found the next week, just so they can blame it on GMS. So brothers, be circumspect about that. But it's all kind of commotions in which Esau done. Like we stated earlier, man, Nero did the same thing. All because what? They couldn't get in on the building. So these people Esau's mad now. Esau and the heathens.
Yeah.
If you could, you had that was it.
Yeah.
Jump over to chapter 4 in Ezra, and I'll read. It says, "Then the people of the land weakened the Ezra 4:4." Okay. You can start out though. You good?
It's First Ezra chapter 4 verse 4.
No,
Second
Ezra.
Oh, Ezra.
But I'll read until you catch up. It says, "Then the people of the land weakened the hands of the people of Judah and troubled them in building, and hired counselors, and against them to frustrate their purpose." And that's bagging up what it says in the previous verse, man. It says, "All the days of Cyrus king of Persia, even until the reign of Darius king of Persia." All right, let me jump. And now I'm finna jump down, and this is where this is the point here. Down at verse 12, if you don't mind. 4 and 12.
It's Ezra 4 and 12. It says, "Be it known unto the king that the Jews which came up from thee to us are come unto Jerusalem, building the rebellious and bad city."
Yeah, it says building the rebellious and bad city. And that rebellious and bad city are the prophets, man. The men that, if this temple gets built up, it's only one thing that could be going on. The prophets are back. There's judgment at hand. If these people build this temple, that means that the Most High is with it, and that they have a chance of getting back right with Him. And if they have a chance of getting back right with their power, it's nothing that we could do. They understood this, man. You can continue.
It says, "And have set up the walls thereof, and joined the foundation."
It says, "and joined the foundations." It says, "set up the walls thereof and join the foundation." That been happened, man. Yahweh Shah came with the disciples, man. So that foundation has been set, man. The spirit had been set forth then, with the cornerstone of Peter being set up. And we get down here now, high priest Abba Bivens, him coming first forth. So the foundations have been set up, and they've been joined together. How? By us actually being able to unlock the whole understanding of this truth through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua having 100% truth in these scriptures. And what does that start? With the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, man.
Exactly.
That's how the foundations have been joined together, man. And what now? Now brothers are actually waking up. You can continue.
It says, Be it known now unto the king that if this city be builded and the walls set up again, then they not pay toll. Then will they not pay toll, tribute, and custom?
Yeah, no, Salaki. It says, "Be it known unto the king that if this city be built." So what? If you actually let these Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans and Seminole Indians come together, hey, we really gonna have a problem on our hands. And they see it now. That's why the elite is getting scared, man. Why you think? Salah, you got it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, just building on to your point. Hey, we at the end, man. You know, hey, our people are waking up to what Esau is planning, man. You know, that's why they go try to stop the whole, you know, the conspiracy theory videos on YouTube. You know, because they're trying to stop the building of that city, man. But it's too late. You know, Jacob, you know, already knows. Well, not already knows, but have some kind of inclination of, hey, something is going to happen to America, man. You know?
You can continue.
It says...
just read back, Baba Kusha.
All right, I reread verse 13. It says, be it known now unto the king that if this city be builded and the wall set up again, then will they not pay toll, tribute, and custom, and so thou shalt damage the revenue of the king.
So yeah, if these people come together and they actually understand that they're the Israelites, what's gonna happen? Because that's what you know, what's the some Edomite on TV just said that, you know, the tribe of Issachar should actually assimilate, try harder to assimilate. So what? Jake has always done his own thing. And why have Jake always done his own thing? Because we've always done our own thing based off the scriptures, man. Because we following the law, statutes, and commandments that makes us different. And in that, we can't hearken unto anything else but righteousness, you know? We naturally want to do it, and we just naturally, that causes us to naturally move different, man. So in that, Esau sees that, damn, they waking up again. It's no benefit, because Issachar finna stop going to work. Judas finna stop shucking and cooning for me. You know, the certain nations, you know, certain like the certain tribes down there in Naphtali, you know, Manasseh, you know, they gonna stop fighting on TV for me. You know, they really just Jake is just gonna start to do his own thing, and you see it now with who? Kaepernick. And then started what? And then you got it.
They even, you know, beefing over the president out there in Venezuela right now.
Okay, that's simply seen now. That's simply that's easily identifiable. That what Jake is standing up for himself. They gonna start standing up for themselves, and they gonna what? That's standing against me. And if you standing against me, that hurts my revenue. That hurts the revenue of the king, man. It says, and shall damage the revenue of the king. So what? Babylon's gonna fall. Because they warn them. Jake is actually standing up and to their oppressor through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So there's no reward in these you actually letting these people build this temple. It would behoove the heathen nation in Esau to what? Hinder the temple being built, man. But it ain't no stopping it, man. It's a wrap, because this was sanctioned by the Lord. Here it is, you got certain people coming against it, which are the elite inherently. They're coming against this, but what? It's already been sanctioned by the king. You know, Cyrus, they was off, but still. It's just it's the symbolic spiritual meaning behind it, the spiritual undertone of the matter. That what? It's already been decreed, man. So what? The temple is gonna be built. Okay, come. I'll continue. It says, now because we have maintenance from the king's palace, which is support, it is not meet for us to see the king's dishonor. Therefore have we sent and clarified the king, that search may be made in the book of the records of thy fathers. So shalt thou find in the book of the records, and know that this city is a rebellious city. And he ain't talking about the city itself. He talking about the inhabitants of the city. So that's a clear cut on that. We need to be in Israel to be Israelites. No, it's a people before it's a place, man. It says that this city is a rebellious city and hurtful to kings and provinces. Yeah, and we are, man. We are. Wherever Jake is at, that place is popping. But if Jake decides to say, F it, man, I ain't with it no more, then it's hurtful to the kings and all the people that dwell in the neighboring cities that benefit, which are these other heathen nations, man. It says, and that they have moved sedition within the same of old times. Yeah, and that's what the prophets have done, man. Have moved sedition just in the same. Every time the prophets go out, what? Sedition amongst men. Because that sedition comes, when you look up the word sedition, it goes to hatred for the ruling class, the hatred for the ruling government. And in that sedition, and the prophets being truthful, because all we can do is tell the truth, is you begin to see your leaders for who they are, for pieces of shit, man. And you will see that you're being controlled, and that they're, in this particular time of the prophecy, are about to destroy you people, man. Yeah, it's clear. It's clear that the ruling class, the ruling government here, starting with your elite, the Rothschilds, they hate you people, man. It says, and hurtful to the kings and provinces that they move sedition within the same of old times, for which cause was this city destroyed. And that's why they want to destroy us, because we cause the people to see the kings and the rulers for who they are. Yeah, for who they really wicked.
Are. Hey, nobody is believing on the government nowadays, man. Everybody is saying, the government is a bunch of bull jobbers, man. Because they see, man. Hey, it all started with the waking up of Israel, man.
And that's why they want to hinder the building, man. Slot. Oh yeah.
Verse 16.
Yeah, verse 16.
It says, we certify the king that if this city be builded again, and the walls thereof set up by this means, thou shalt have no portion on this side of the river.
Which means, hey, they gonna do their own thing to a point they gonna stand up, and it's gonna be all theirs. Like, you ain't gonna have no rule over this side of the river. Why? Because that's the portion of the Lord, man. The Lord gonna be with them. Yeah. Hey, what you got over there, the Lord ain't staying there. But with his portion, hey, he gonna put it back in his hand, man. Yeah. He gonna take it out of your hand. And that's what's happening now. The Lord is taking it out. He's taking us out of the heathen's hand, man. Yeah. That's why we're that rebellious city, which prove is not a place per se. It's a people first and foremost. Yeah. That's why you've seen the new city of Jerusalem coming down, because what did the scriptures say? That the kingdom is within you. You Israelites, you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, man. You had something up?
I had that Second Corinthians. You want it?
Yeah, we can close
out on that.
Yeah, we can close out on that.
This 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 8 says, we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth.
Yeah, and there's nothing Esau can do against this truth, man. You can come at us all you want to. You can try to hinder. It's nothing. It's been written by the king. It's been set. It's been decreed, man. Yeah. The commandment has went out. And we know that the Lord's words do not return back unto him void, man.
That's right. So all your false religions, your false gods, hey, man, the Lord's going to show his true power, man, through his men.
Okay.
And you won't have no part in it, man. You won't have no part in the building of the kingdom, man.
Okay. You read one more time.
It's 2 Corinthians 13 and 8. It says, for we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. So
it's nothing you can do against this truth, Esau. You can slander us in the news. You can falsify certain situations. Manipulate certain situations to try to show us in a certain light, how you try to do the brothers out in San Francisco, which the people out there, hey, the truth is there, man. Yeah. The proof is in the pudding. Like you can fool these idiots, man. But all you doing is just bringing more listeners, you helping us wake up the elect, man. Yeah. So we appreciate that, man.
Yeah. Hey, it ain't no such thing as really a bad media if you carry yourself in the correct way, man. It's getting pushed out there, man.
Yeah, I'll say this. It's bad publicity for Esau. Yeah. Yeah, because you're carnal. But when it comes to the matters of the spirit, it's no bad publicity, man. Because once the truth gets out there and the elect hear it, I don't care what type of how you try to control the narrative. Yeah. The truth is the truth. Yeah. Once they hear the truth from the man, it's a wrap. But for these other brain dead zombies, for any of these Edomites or heathens or you stupid 2/3 that come against this particular lesson. We don't care, man. Like, you're going to get a missile. You're going to receive your judgment. So, hey, man, hey, laugh now, cry later. We cool with that. But it's about the fact that it's nothing that you can do against this truth but for it, man. It's all you doing is helping us wake up the elect through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So you using your own technology against yourself, man. Shooting yourself in the foot. Falling into your own trap. You idiot, man. Like, all we can do is just laugh. You can't even get mad at Esau, man. And that's to you elite, man. You low-level peon Edomites. Ain't nobody tripping on y'all, man. You can call us broke. The apartment looks raggedy. Who cares, man? I'm going to be a king in a little bit. I ain't tripping. So it's nothing you can do against this but for it. So we appreciate the support, Esau. Because it's a wrap for you, man. There's no reason for brothers to get down, man. We almost out of here.
It's the more on there, too.
Okay, you can continue.
It's verse 9. It says, for we are glad when we are weak, and ye are strong.
And we are weak right now, and ye are strong. You get it?
It says, and this also we wish, even your perfection. You know, so hey, like the brother was saying, man, we have no reason to hold our head down right now, man. We're in a secure place as long as we keep the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Right. You know, we don't have to worry about, what moves. Of course, we pay attention and be watchmen for the nation, but we don't have to, worry about every move because we know that the Lord is making moves for us as well.
That couldn't have been better put, man. Hey, with that, we want to end out by giving all glory and infinite praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Once again, double honors to our apostles and the elders at Great Millstone, the teaching rule well. Hey, to you, Akim, man, stay up and continue to push, man, because we almost out of here, man. To hell with what Esau got to say, man. Hey, shalom.
Shalom.